Hi, this is my flipped video assignment for ITL 516. I will be presenting a lesson to a third grade class. Hi class, today we are going to learn about measurement and data, and we are going to tell and write time in the nearest minute in intervals. We are going to solve word problems involving addition and subtraction, and we're going to represent all of this on a number line diagram. So first, for a recap, we are going to introduce you guys to two vocabulary words. One being interval, which is a pause or break in activity or a period of time between events. And next would be a number line, which we are familiar with, but this is just a little bit of a refresher. We're going to be using it a lot, which is a line on which numbers are marked at intervals and used to illustrate numerical operations. So first, in second grade, this is what we have learned. I'm just going to give you one question and for you guys to answer. Remember that this being the green hand being the minute, and then the orange hand being the hour. So if I were to move the minute hand, guys, if I were to move it here, can you guys tell me what time it reads now? Okay, guys, you got it? Okay, so what time is it? Yep, that's 8:20. So just that was a little bit of a refresher. That's what we learned in second grade. So now that we are going to introduce the rest. First, so why is it important to know about time intervals? It's important to know because we want to know how long it's going to take to get somewhere so we're not late. We want to know how long it's going to take us to reach a destination if we're traveling to get from point A to point B. And also, you guys being students, we want to know how long it's going to take us to complete any type of project or some type of activity. So I'm going to do a short video for you guys. We're not going to watch the whole thing, just the first 2 minutes of it so we can get a grasp.
We didn't believe this at first, but the U.S. government is actually gifting complete solar systems to Americans.
I'm excited about our field trip, Moby. How long does the bus take to get to the Hall of Science? What is elapsed time? Elapsed time is the amount of time that passes between one point in time to another. Elapsed time can tell us how long it takes to get somewhere, or how long something lasts. Knowing elapsed time can help us make plans and be on time. You can measure elapsed time by using a stopwatch. How long can you stand on one leg, Moby? The stopwatch counts up seconds, minutes, and even hours. Wow, you can stand on one leg for a long time, Moby. Moby, I think it's time to go now. You stood on one leg for 10 hours, 25 minutes, and 48 seconds. How can you use a clock to figure out elapsed time? The bus leaves at 9:40 and arrives at the Hall of Science at 10 o'clock. How long is the bus ride? You can use a clock to figure it out. Start at 9:40 and then count up by fives until you get to 10 o'clock. 5, 10, 15, 20. The bus takes 20 minutes to get to the Hall of Science.
So that was a short little video explaining what elapsed time is and how we can figure that out. Just to recap on that as well. So elapsed time can be shown in a number line or using a clock, and we can measure how many minutes or hours pass from the beginning of an activity on a number clock or a number line. We can use skip counting or adding on or subtraction, just like we saw on the video right now. So let's put it all together now. Here is your guys' question, okay? Noah starts reading at 2:20. He stops at 2:49 p.m. How many minutes does Noah read? Pay attention to the end time and the start time, okay? Use the number line or the whiteboard scratch paper right in front of you to answer the question. I will give you guys just a minute. Okay, guys, so now that you've had your minute, I want to see your papers or your whiteboards or even your number lines. I want you to show me how you guys did it. Okay, I'm seeing different ways it could be done. I see some of you did your straight subtraction. So we do, just like I have here, I put the 2:49 on top because that is actually our end time, and 2:20 at the bottom because that is our start time. So if we do just the subtraction here, 2:49 take away 2:20, with our arithmetic, we get 29. And we know that this is 29 minutes because this is the hour place, this is the minute place. So we know that Noah reads for 29 minutes. But I also saw some of you guys do it another way, just simply using the number line. And we know this, we're able to use a number line because we know that, say, for example, 2:20 and 2:25, we know that they are 5 minutes apart. We also know that he stops reading at 2:49. So if this is 2:50, we know that this is 2:49. So whenever we're going to stop right here. So we're going to count by 5. So I want you guys to follow along with me on your number lines. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Same answer, guys. We got the same answer by using the number line, and we got the same answer just by doing our subtraction, guys. So there's 2 ways that we can represent that. So now I want you guys to do it on your own. But this time we're getting the number line already completed. So the number line shows when Anthony starts and finishes playing basketball. This is when Anthony starts, and this is when Anthony finishes. So I want you guys to try it on your own. Give you guys a minute to do that. Remember, we have 2 ways that we can do it, just like we did with the previous problems. Okay, let me see your boards. You've had a minute now. Let's see your boards. Yep, let's see. So on the top, we put the 9:42 because on the number line, it shows us that he ends at 9:42. So we put that on the top, and we're subtracting the time of 9:22 because on the number line, that's what shows us. So if we do our subtraction here, we see that Anthony played basketball for 20 minutes. Perfect. Great, guys. You guys are great. So now we're going to do a game, guys. We're going to do this game. You're going to do this on your own before we transition to the next activity. We're going to select our 3rd grade, and here we're going to play just a game. You guys can do either of these 3, and it's just going to recap everything that we're doing. So it's going to look something like this. You're going to do this independently, and it's going to ask you a question, and you get to move the hands yourself so you can answer the questions. Okay, guys? So this is how it's going to look, and we will be back in a moment. Thank you, guys.